Darren, coming here today, you knew what the equation was. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result, and relegation just sum up the mood in the camp right now.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Obviously, we knew relegation was coming. It wasn't just today; it's been the whole season. The whole season's not been good enough. Over a 46-game season, I believe you finish where you should. And on the pitch, we haven't been good enough, and off the pitch as well. There's been a lot of negativity around the club, and we need to start building for next year now. We need to get it right. There needs to be a wholesale changes within the club, and we need to start again next year.
Difficult season, obviously on and off the field, as you've said.
Yeah.
What do you put it down to in terms of on the field? Is it a lack of ability? Is it lack of confidence?
Yeah, lack of confidence. I'd say that. Ability, probably not. But then again, we're in the bottom, so you'd have to take some stick for that. But I don't think we're one of the 3 worst teams in the league. But you do finish where you should, and over a 46-game season, it looks like we're going to finish bottom, and we have to take responsibility for that. And there's been a lot of, like I said, negativity around the club. And if we're being honest, this has been coming for a couple of years. It's not just this year. For the last couple of years, every day or every 2 or 3 days there's a negative story coming out of Bolton. We need to get it right. The fans pay a lot of money. I feel sorry for them, and as a captain and as a player, I have to say that I feel sorry for them. But I deep down do mean that. I'm sorry we couldn't stay up this year. And like I said, I'm not just saying it because I have to say it, because in an interview like I'm doing now, you do have to say it. But I deep down do mean that, and for their sake, we need to get their club back and start building for next year, because League One's going to be hard. If anyone thinks we're going to go down and come back up, got another thing coming. We need to get it right, and we need to start now.
Proud moment for you, obviously, when you were given the captain's armband at the start of the season, but I guess in some ways that compounds it for you personally, doesn't it?
Yeah, personally, obviously, I'd take my football serious, so whether I was captain or not, I'd be disappointed. You won't see me out popping champagne if we stay up, and you won't see that. Obviously, as captain, you're going to take more responsibility. Probably a bit more stick will come my way because I'm captain side, and I'd have to take that on the chin. I'm gutted. I'm captain of Bolton, and we've been relegated. So physically, mentally, it's been a draining season for myself and for the players. So we're going to have to dust ourselves down. Still got 5 games left. The fans pay good money, so we're going to have to keep working. And next year, like I said, we have to start planning now, because on and off the pitch, it's not been good enough as a whole. I think everyone has to take responsibility, us players as well, and get it right next year.
5 games to go now. You've talked about the need to put in some performances. It really does give you a building block, that, doesn't it, for next season? If you can get 1 or 2 results now between the end of the season.
Get one or 2 results, you can have a positive thing, but it's not going to hide. We've been relegated. It's been a bad season. Maybe a few of the young lads will come in. And it'd be good if we need the fans still on our side to get behind their back, because they're the future of the club. They're coming into a side with no confidence. It's been losing games, and it's hard. As a young player, you're coming into a team it's not playing well. It's hard to go and express yourself. So if the fans can get behind their back for their sake, because they're going to be the future of the club.
Do you think that's the encouraging thing, the one encouraging thing to take from the season, that the emergence of young players like Rob Holding, obviously Zach's improved, Kane Woolery's come in?
Yeah, especially Rob Holding, Kane has come in, done well, and a few of the young lads have made their debut, so that can be a positive. But it's not a time to be talking about positive at the moment. We've been relegated to League One, a league which is going to be very tough to get out of, and we need to start building now.
Just one final one, Darren. On obviously a difficult afternoon for all at the club. Just a word for the fans this afternoon.
Like I said, the fans have been brilliant. I know at clubs when they're getting relegated, for them to wait outside the ground, spitting, shouting, whatever, and they've come and supported us no matter what. And like I said, I have to say I'm sorry, but I deep down mean it. I'm not just saying it as words to cover my back or anything like that. I deep down feel sorry for them. And as a club, we need to get it right on the pitch and off the pitch next year for them, because every day or every 2 days there's a story coming out about Bolton, something negative. We need to concentrate on football rather than all the silliness that's going on at the club. It's become a bit of a soap, if I'm being honest, at the club. And that's transferred down onto the pitch, and we need to get that right for next year. And obviously, sorry that we're in League One. We can only try and get it right next year, but obviously sad for the fans.